This feels a lot weirder than I thought it would. Hello, it's been a while. My name is Miranda, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. So, as you may or may not have noticed, I haven't made a video in almost 2 months, which is the longest that I've gone since I started my channel without making a video. I've been busy, but not so busy that I've had no free time whatsoever, and theoretically, if my brain doesn't work the way that it does, I would have been able to carry on making videos, but there's not much point considering that possibility because my brain is wired the way it is, and I'm trying to accept that and not think about what I should have done or what I could have done, and just, this is how it's happened. Basically, it's not very dramatic, but I've been depressed. Woo! I'm so bad at talking about this. Yeah, I've been depressed. I'm always depressed to a certain extent, but it's been kind of different in the last few months. Basically, the stress of all the things that I've been doing has left me feeling exhausted, like literally drained of energy. Normally I have good days and I have bad days. Good days where I feel like alive and like a person who can do things, and I feel focused and productive and excited. And then I have bad days where I don't feel any of those things. I don't feel much at all, apart from angry, sometimes irritable, kind of nothingy. It's hard to explain. I've still been having those days, and I've still been having, you know, sometimes it's like I have good hours and then I have bad minutes and then I have another good like 20 seconds and then I'll have a bad week. It's like, it's not, you know, time is weird. But recently the kind of highs and lows have been taken over by a sort of exhaustion that is unrelenting and kind of smooths over the good days and the bad days, and it makes good days kind of manageable. Like today I feel fine, but I still am not, I don't know, I'm not, something's still kind of wrong. And then bad days are just, they're not empty anymore, they're more like, it feels like a physical, it's almost like I'm being attacked by tiredness. And when I feel like that, there's no room for anything else in my brain. It just kind of fills it all. So the last video that I made was a video where I asked you to choose what books I read over the next couple of months, or the last couple of months as it is now, and I haven't read any of those books. Since kind of September, my brain has pretty much just been able to manage TikToks, probably hundreds of episodes of My Brother and Me, lots of Drag Race, and that's pretty much it. If I'm lucky, it can also handle an audiobook when provided I am lying down in the dark or playing Tetris on my phone while listening to the audiobook. For some people, reading is relaxation. It's a time when they can switch off from everything else, and it is often that for me too, but also I put effort and work into reading because I like to really engage with the things that I'm reading, and be a kind of like creative reader, so it takes up energy. I don't know why I'm trying to rationalise why I don't read when I'm depressed. I don't understand it. I mean, I do, because I feel it and it feels impossible, but I'm not sure, like, it's not explainable. Like, I can't make sense of this illness because it is nonsensical. I can't describe it. I can't even remember when I'm not in it. So I don't know if the description that I gave you, how I feel, is even accurate, because I don't know how it feels. Those words kind of sound right, whenever I try and describe it, I'm like, that sounds like something. It sounds like what people say when they describe how it feels to be depressed. But one of the weirdest things about it is that it's simultaneously like all-consuming and nothing. It's like a pure nothingness that is also aggressive. And in an extra layer to that, I wrote notes for this video because I'm not very good at expressing what I'm trying to say without writing it down first. So this is even like, you know, it's even more removed from the truth of what I experience. And when I was writing these notes, I said, I am so averse to sharing anything about depression that even writing this stuff makes me want to crawl away and hide. And I'm not even thinking about actually making the video yet. Talking about it just feels wrong as well, and it doesn't make sense with words. But anyway, the effect this all has is that, as well as not being able to read as much as I like, I also haven't been able to think of ideas for videos or watch other people's videos, which makes me very sad. I miss everyone so much, like all the YouTube booktubers I watch. I miss you all very much, and if I've been very absent from your comments section recently, that is why. I'm very sorry, and just know that whenever you come up in my subscription feed, I think, yay, that person makes me happy, even if I can't. Something is telling me that I can't watch it right now. My watch later playlist is currently 722 videos strong, so that might give you some indication of how long it's been since I properly actually watched people that I'm subscribed to. My currently reading stack is also absolutely enormous right now. Normally I read one audiobook, one physical book, and possibly another physical book at one time if I'm reading something for uni as well. But my currently reading pile at the moment looks like this. The Iliad and the Odyssey, both of which I was reading for uni. We were reading them over like 3 or so weeks. I meant to finish them by the time that we moved on to other things, but I haven't. And occasionally I will pick them up and be like, wow, this is long. Then we have King Leopold's Ghost by Adam Hochschild, which again I was reading for uni. I haven't for a while, but it was interesting and useful. Then we have The Anthropocene Reviewed by John Green, which is a good time. It's nice because it's very short, little snippet. And then, well, not lastly, because there's other things as well that I don't have physically, but we have this bad boy, The Books of Jacob by Olga Tokarczuk, which I'm reading with the Book Boy Book Club on the Discord belonging to KD Books, and we are all reading it. I've read about 2 pages so far. Everyone is far ahead of me and already going, I have no idea what's going on, which is really, really encouraging for me, because I don't know if I'll be able to read this. We shall see. But in addition to these, I'm also currently listening to Plain Bad Heroines, I can't remember who by, and I'm listening to that on audiobook, which is fun. And then actually lastly, I'm reading My Country Africa, the autobiography of the Black Pasionara by Andree Blouin, which is for my dissertation, and I'm reading that online. And it's a lot. So that is 8 books in total, which is far too fucking much in my opinion. This is a pretty good representation of how confused and fractured my mind feels at the moment. One of my main problems is lack of focus, so I can't focus on stuff that I have to do, like uni work and other responsibilities, which means that everything takes so much longer, and that means that even when I do sit down to read, I feel incredibly guilty, and then I get into a beautiful, lovely spiral of feeling terrible because I feel guilty for not doing things that I doing things that I need to be doing, like putting washing on, or going for a walk, or feeding myself, or you know, doing my degree or my dissertation, or all the other things that I do. Also, I found the physical act of starting to read is really hard. So like, even if I want to do it, it's like when you're warm in your bed and your alarm goes off and you're like, it's so much easier and nicer to just stay where you are in the kind of cozy safeness, because you know that whenever you choose to get out of bed, you will have to commit to starting the day and being a person and doing all the things that a person does instead of just being asleep. I have that problem as well, especially now it's cold. But to go back to reading, like, even when I have a book right next to me, it's so much easier to continue scrolling and not engaging with things, or like playing something on my phone, than it is to like make the change and commit to focusing on a book, even if it's like, even if I would only be focused on it for 2 pages, like making that jump is the hardest bit. I know that for a lot of people who are anxious or depressed or just going through a bad time, like, reading is an escape, and it's all they feel they can do. But for me, it is not like that, because everyone has different experiences of mental illness, and this is just my experience. I'm making this video partly as an apology for not making videos, even though I know I don't have to apologise. There's always a part of me that feels like I need to explain, and I want to explain. I want to kind of, you know, just, I don't want to share. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm not sure. I think I find it interesting talking about how brains work and thinking about how people experience things, especially when it comes to like things that we really care about, because I love reading. I love reading so much, and I always have done, and depression takes that away from me, which is very rude. Obviously not entirely, like I've been reading, and I've been finishing books, but in many ways, like, I haven't rated a book 5 stars since July, not because of the quality of the books I've been reading, but because of the quality of the reading I've been doing. Loving things and being passionate about things takes work and effort. I know I'll be okay, because I always am. Most of the time I don't feel sad, or even, you know, the intense nothingness, whatever the fuck I said. I don't feel like that most of the time. Most of the time I'm just tired. And in the words of my loves, my favourites, first aid kit, I just keep on keeping on. Let me know how you're doing. I want to know. I would love to hear from you in the comments, because I do really miss talking to you. Like, tell me how your reading changes with your moods, and also what have you loved recently? I don't know, anything. Just tell me stuff, because I want to hear it, and I want to hear how you are. So I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Lots of hugs, big hugs. I hope you're doing okay, and I always say this at the end of my videos. I don't know if it's true anymore. I hope it is. I hope it's true. I have lots of interesting things planned, which will hopefully be coming, but who knows when. Anyway, I will see you soon.